Hi, I'm Kelly, Pandora Radio's comedy curator, and today I'm hanging out at SF Sketchfest, San Francisco's comedy festival, to talk to some of the performers about music, comedy, and Pandora. So let's get started. As a comedian, if you could switch places with a musician for a day, who would it be?
Oh, wow. That's hard to imagine. Every musician seems to have a better life than me, so it's just hard to like narrow it down. I guess Solange Knowles.
Okay.
I would like to be close to Beyonce, but not with the pressure.
Yeah.
I would like to be Duran or Duran.
Okay.
One of the two.
The person that I would most like to experience being for a day is Tom Waits.
Okay. Yeah, I think a day would, for me, be enough.
But also like, wow, I'd never thought of things like that.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know if you've ever seen on YouTube the Tom Waits Cookie Monster mashup of God's Away on Business.
No, I have not.
It's like one of the best things in the whole wide world, and I watch it all the time.
Lady Gaga.
Cool.
Yeah. Lady Gaga or... This is such an interesting question. Or any of the members of Radiohead, or Fiona Apple.
All right, all solid choices.
Yeah.
I never imagined myself being a particular musician. I've imagined, I think all comedians do, imagine singing or being on stage and having that, but like I've never imagined, well, that's not completely true. My brother was in a hip hop group called Das Racist. He was the hype man, Dap. And I've seen enough of their shows where I kind of imagined, what if I had to be him?
Okay.
And so I've imagined that, and it honestly didn't, it wasn't that appealing.
Okay.
It wasn't really like, oh, this would be amazing. It was more like, oh, this seems redundant.
All right. So you'll even for a day, you're going to take a pass?
I think I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's stick with comedy.
I mean, I already don't have health insurance. I don't know why I would need to. Yeah.
I would like to be Bruce Springsteen, but not so much with the gruffness. I'd like to be Bruce Springsteen, but have a band where you can hear all the instruments individually. I like to have the E Street Band, but without a drummer who looks like he has a stiff shaft. It looks like he's attached to some kind of a stiffening device. He took Max Weinberg. He took stiff. You can't play the drums like this, Max Weinberg. And believe it, I'm sure there were so many tears when he left Conan. Why am I upset with him? What has he done? He's probably the nicest guy in the world, Max Weinberg. I'm Jewish. He's Jewish. So what if he's a little stiff?
Can it be two combined? Okay, so I would probably pick like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And Adele, because
wow,
yeah, right.
You'd be like the most powerful singer in the world.
I think so. They've got best of both worlds because one like breaks up with everybody, and then one consoles the other one after they break up with everyone.
So I've been asking everybody else if they could switch places with a musician for a day, who it would be, but you actually are a musician, and you play in a band.
I'd switch it with me because I seem to be having an awesome time. I play guitar in an instrumental surf ska reggae punk band called the Reigning Monarchs, and it's big band music meets rancid. It's hard to explain it completely, but yeah. So I get no greater joy than doing that. So I wouldn't change place with people financially. You know, I wouldn't mind having Dave Grohl's deep pockets and his positive winning attitude because I like him. But no, I mean, you know, it's funny. In all sincerity, people ask you like, who would you trade places with, and I'm like, I'm not saying I have a great life or you should be like me, but I've never wanted to be anybody else. You know, like I like what I do, and I like the experience of doing it, and you know, so I wouldn't. And I love my band. The reason my band exists is because that band I can't find at a record store, so I have to make that music.
Yeah.
I would like to be Chris Cornell for a day. And, I mean, if you count him as a musician, not just a vocalist, but like.
I think he has a Pandora station, so.
Yeah, I would want to be him, and I'd want to be performing in a concert on that day that I got to be him, so I could sing like that.
Yeah.
In front of a huge crowd. Yeah.
Very cool. I hope that happens for you someday.
You know what? Technology being what it is.
Let's Freaky Friday that up. I work in the tech industry. Surely we have that.
I'm sure that at some point I'll be able to hop into a tank with some electrodes on me and feel like that's what's happening.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope so. Let me know. Let me know how it goes.
You'll be the first person I call.
Awesome.